Bloomington South against Dave Overly, who's put together a nice season at Decatur Central. Just 3 losses on the season and a mid-state conference championship for the Hawks. Swimming and diving state finals come up on the 28th, and then we'll get into boys tournament play and, of course, the girls state finals on Saturday, March the 7th. Fourth quarter action underway, 54-43. Lawrence North with the basketball and the advantage. 17 from Muco, 12 from Metcalf. 3 players in double figures for Lawrence North. Ferguson, Taylor, Van Treese. Drive to the bucket. Lost to Terre Haute North in the sectional. Plainfield comes in.
Got deflected. Lawrence North, on that last possession, used some time, but I don't see him coming down using that much time. They just go ahead and continue to attack in their offense.
You wondered early on how seriously Lawrence North was taking this basketball game. Three-pointer put up no good. Rebound tapped into the hands of Ferguson. He's there with a finish.
Great hustle, though.
Coach, I don't think their fans took it seriously.
No.
I mean, you have all these Division I recruits. You have one of the best basketball teams in the state of Indiana, and they brought no one here tonight.
No, they don't try. No, it's again, it's 14. A weeknight, and it's hard. It's sometimes hard, but about Metcalf on the finish, he's just been kind of silent in the second half.
Van Treese, his pocket pick. Hamblin has the numbers. All he has to do is lay it up and in, and he does.
Good hustle. Kind of, a little spurt here. Gets it back to 9. Plenty of time.
Were you of the opinion, or was it a rule of yours that if a player got teed up, he was pretty much done for the night?
Well, it depended on what it was. It's difficult to have a hard and fast rule. I thought a hard and fast rule. Depends upon what the situation was. If you just say any kind of technical, if it's an unsportsmanlike kind of thing, most of the time, yeah, you were pretty much in the doghouse, but just depended.
Bad pass into Metcalf.
Yeah.
He had posted up, but it really wasn't a very good look.
Had the good position, just didn't get the good delivery.
And the flush. Ryan Taylor with 14. He has come alive in the second half.
Well, they can't score on you in a hurry off transition. You make a mistake.
Drives on Van Treese.
We certainly wish he'd understands what his game is. Back in for the final push.
A stop here would help that push. They're down 10,
Yeah.
the Plainfield Quakers, 58-48.
Yeah, your options become very limited.
As you come up the floor, you start making your decision at that point.
Your options become very limited. Here you get a little design three.
No good. Weak side rebound to Larry Smith.
Who's
Runs
out
it ahead
there
to
leading
Van
the breaks?
Treese.
Boom.
Slam jam.
I tell you right now, you like his game because he does a little bit of everything and does it pretty well. He runs the floor at 6'9".
Grabbed the hold of the shirt of Muco and pulled him right out of the way. I don't know what the baseline official was looking at, but apparently not that. I'm telling you, Smith pretty active defensively.
Yeah,
He's shoving around a much bigger, stronger player. Sure has become a physical game, hasn't it?
Well, it is a contact sport. It's not a collision sport, but it certainly is a contact sport.
Running one-hander, not a good look by Page at all. In transition, Ferguson turned it into a dunk fest, a high percentage shot by Lawrence North.
The point now in the ball game where that wears on you, Mark. And you're also in a little bit of a hurry-up mode. You're trying to score. You're trying to get some things, and trying to get yourself back in it. And your margin for error is ever so slight.
Weak side lob, knocked off the glass and hauled in by Larry Smith. Smith runs it ahead to Van Treese. Another dunk for Stephen Van Treese was 16.
Well, again, when you only have to send 2 or 3 bodies to the glass, it allows you to, like Van Treese has kind of leaked out early these last 2 possessions on the turnovers.
Under 4 minutes to play. 64-48. Lawrence North making a strong bid to go to 18-2. Plainfield would slip to 12-6. Next up for Plainfield, Mid-State Conference matchup at Franklin. That'll be Friday night. Saturday night, Lawrence North. Rebound basket by Ferguson. They will take on Howe. Well,
Quakes played them pretty hard for 3 quarters, but now have just hit that wall, Mark. And Now you see why Lawrence North ranked as highly as they are in the state. Got a good give and go, a good little screen roll, great delivery again by Hamlin, good finish by Blake Metcalf.
17 from Metcalf. Van Treese with a step around, high off the glass with a little fadeaway and in. He's heating up. 18 points now in the ball game for Stephen Van Treese. Ferguson, Taylor, Van Treese, all in double digits. 18 for Van Treese, 17 for Ferguson, 14 for Taylor. Smith. The missed dunk by Michael Chandler.
And the guy who's there, Stephen Van Treese.
Metcalf. Dribble can beat anybody on any given night.
Absolutely.
And you'll find out who they will play and when Thursday night right here on IHSAAsports.org at 6 o'clock as the pairing show go live from Conseco with Chris May and Bob Level. How's that for segue?
Boy, you're pretty good at that.
In transition, the finish, Muko.
Good
19
finish by
for
Muko.
him.
Just a great finish and some, not an easy shot to make. Man-to-man now by Plainfield. And
it's like on senior night.
Well, Coach
Dana
Kiefer's
Green
going a little bit deeper. Coach Kiefer's going a little deeper to his bench.
Kiefer has already done that. Chris Reed among those in the ball game. 70-54, trying to decide the final. About a minute and a half to play. Baseline drive, dribbled it right off the foot and out of bounds.
The AD here at Plainfield for the hospitality. 2 consecutive weeks. It's been a magnificent job by Dan and his staff and everybody here.
I told his secretary today that they did a phenomenal job hosting that girls sectional last week. I was here for the championship game between Plainfield and Mooresville. Mooresville came from 9 down with 2:09 to play to move on, and boy, just a great atmosphere, and they were gracious hosts. No
Absolutely.
doubt about that. Little stop and go move on the baseline. They'll kick it from 16. Shot put up and in by Bryce Chambers.
Lawrence North is ranked number 3, Mark. I mean, I haven't said it tonight, but you can clearly see they're deep, they're talented, they can score in a variety of different ways. And I said it at the top of the game, they don't get enough credit for being as strong as they are defensively. People get, they get caught up in the dunks and some of the individual moves, but that's a solid defensive basketball team.
Jeff Robinson has seen very limited minutes tonight. Those are his first 2. Robinson, once upon a time, figured prominently into the scheme of things at Lawrence North.
Yep.
And could go to a lot of other programs and get quality minutes and put up big numbers. But, boy, they buy into the team concept at Lawrence
they really
North.
do.
No doubt about that.
That goes to the head coach. I mean, Jack Kiefer is one of the best our state's ever seen.
Deep three-pointer, put up a little short. Rebound, track down long. Chris Reed in transition, throws it up off the glass and in. A lot of guys getting into the act.
Yeah, he's going, I got my opportunity.
4 ticks left on the clock. And that's the final. 74-56. Lawrence North improves to 18-2, while the Plainfield Quakers fall to 12-6.